In the previous class, we have learned about dynamic pages. So today we are going to work with an admin panel. So what is an admin panel? Admin panel is nothing but you can add a panel where a panel or a dashboard where I can get to add my destinations, or I can add users. I can change the option. All the admin rights are available in this admin panel. So how to work with this admin panel? Admin is a person who is going to create users and other stuff. So as we know, admin can add anything. He's a user, super user, who can create users and other stuffs of the coding. Okay, this can be done by two options. One is normal page or admin page. So what is a normal page? Normal page is the page what we have created, and the admin pages where you get a built-in pages where you can create all the options. So today we are going to work with admin page. To access admin page, we have to just use the URL. So at present we are working with http 127.0.0.1 colon 800 is my URL. Till now we worked. So the next is we are working on slash admin. Once I click on slash admin, I'll get a admin page. Once this is done, I need to create a super user. How to create a super user? Here you can go to python manage.py, create super user, and you can provide the username, you can provide email address, password, and once again it will ask for the password. So here it is giving you a warning that the password is too short, it must contains at least 8 characters. This password is too common. This password is entirely numeric. By password validation and create user anyway, that is if you want to bypass all these credentials, that is it should take this password, you can say yes. Once this is done, you need to make some changes in admin.py file. It is from Django contribute import admin from .models import destination. I want to register destination in admin.site register. So here I am telling admin.site.register. What you want to register? You are going to register destination. Okay, once this is done, as we are saying that image are common for users, and we need to take some make changes in settings.py. In settings.py at the bottom, media underscore url media root is equal to overspot.join base dir media. The same what we have worked with static. Here I am creating a media folder, and media folder will tell me that base directory plus and media. Once this is done, we have to connect this to database as we are getting data from the database. In the previous example, we have created number of objects we want, but that is not case now. We can get the data from the database. In the previous example, we have created dash1, dash2, dash3, dash4, but here I am getting the data from database. That is, I am calling destination dot object all. Object all will take all the objects present in that destination. So where you are going to make the changes? You are going to make the changes in views dot py. So what changes you are going to make? Dest is equal to destination dot object dot all. So this is done. In the previous example, we have learned about creating the objects, and according to the objects we are going to go calling that objects. So once this is done, I need to make some changes in the main URL. Here I need to add URL patterns is equal to URL patterns plus static, the root path of that static. So URL patterns plus static I am going to merge at the last. Here I have taken URL patterns is equal to URL patterns plus static setting dot media URL document root setting media root. So I am telling that URL pattern and static should be added. So okay, so for that I require what? Contribute import admin, then import settings, and import static import static. Okay, so these are the files required, right? This many changes should be done in confer.url. Once this is done, we have the image in the database. We can see that are not working on base URL. In the previous example, what we have worked, we have taken base URL slash destination images. Now at present we are not working with that. Directly you call at this static img as base URL at the top. Once this is done, you can call directly dst, what is the name in the for loop, then dot image dot url. Only this much can be done. So to create a login page, we are going to create a users of our project that we require. That they can be users, super users, or normal users. Before working with this, we'll start with the practical session. So the very first thing was, The very first thing is I should go to my folder. So it is present in CD users location. It is present in project 1, project name is Confo. Okay, so at present I am working with Confo project. What is the command to work? It is manage.py run server. Run. Okay, I got the server. Just I'll click on this. So this is your normal page. Now I want to work with admin. So what I need to do, I'll just here and I'll give it as admin. So this is your admin page. At present I have logged in. I'll just log it out. Log in again. This is the page what you're going to get once you go for this. But for this I require username and password. I don't have username and password. I should provide a username and password. So how you're going to provide a username and password? Just come here. Function break. So I need to create a username and password. It should be a admin user. So for that, what is the command? The command is manage user manage.py create super user. Let's press enter. It will ask for the username. You can give any name. I will give it as ABC. Address is a@c.com. Give your address. Then once this, you should give a password. You will give the password 12345. So it will ask for the password once again. 12345. It is giving me a message that the password is too short and it should be at least 8 characters. But I am bypassing that validations and I will say why. So my user is created. So once my user is created, what I can do, I can go to this login. I can give it as ABC 12345. Okay. The issue is the server is stopped. Once again, I will run the server. Now check it once again, refresh it. I will give ABC. So it is 12345. Okay, you get this group and user. You will not get the destination. Already have made some changes, so I am getting it this as destination. So it is giving me groups and users. But I want to add the destinations. Okay, I want to add destination. Destination is nothing but what we have made the changes in the course. Okay, for that, what I need to do, I should go to admin.py. So where is my folder? Website, yeah. In website, I should go to admin.py. So in website, I have created, I have the file with name admin.py. In that admin, I am going to contrib import admin and I am going to import destination and I am going to register destination. If I remove this part, just refresh this, destination is not there. So I need to register that destination. Just have a check for the destination. Once this is done, I need to make some changes in settings.py. So where is my settings.py? It should be in the main folder itself. So here. conf settings.py. At the last, I'm going to add this part. Once this is done, I should go to views.py. So views.py is where it is present in website. In views.py, here we have taken dest is equal to destination objects all. In the previous example, we had created 3 objects and we had called the names. We have given the description. We are not doing that. We are taking the description and this directly over here. Once this is done, what I need to do, I need to go to settings.py, not settings.py. I should go to conf.url. So URL of the main. So here I should add this URL patterns is equal to static and remaining part. Once this is done, I should go to index.html. I should tell load static img as base URL. Done. Now wherever my images are there, where here my images are there, here I should give test.image.url. Right. So this much is done. After this, what I need to do, I need to add some destinations. I can go to add. I'm working with Oracle. Choose file. I can give it is coming, yes. We'll go to pictures. We'll take any picture. Open. I can view the description. I can click on save. Done. Now you can check your project. Changes will be done. Got? Okay. This was already a practical session how to add admin user and how to add. Then we can create a user that can be a super user or a normal user. So instead of going for admin panel, going for Django admin panel, we can create a form where we can create a users that can be a super user or normal user. If you are going to work with the super users, you can go to the admin pages, and but if you want to work with the normal users, you can come to the normal page design, which is an HTML page which can be designed by you, and you can insert it the data into the particular table. So you was learned about admin panel. So going to the URL/admin, the super user is created by the command. If the user is created, you can log in with that user. If no, you have to create the user. So now we are going to work with a login page. So what is exactly a login page? Okay, login page is nothing but a form. So whenever I say a login or anything, I require some details, right? So now we do not need to create a table user, as we have already worked with migration. That time the Django has created a table with name auth user. So you can check with your database, there auth user table is already created. Why? We are done with the migration part. So there we can directly work with auth user. No need to create the table once again. To check, you can directly go to check into the database table, or you can go to give the command name. So this we have worked that how to work with the command, that is C database name. Okay, to describe the table we have the command /d table name. So these are the commands which you have worked in the previous class or previous example, right? So once this is done, what I need to do, I have the fields in a use table, user table. What is that? A password is that, which is a user input. Last login is the system date. When I create a login, the data will change. Last login is what now? If I logged in right now, it will take this date. Is super user, that is the admin controls. Is whether the user a super user or a normal user. So what are the inputs? What we are going to give? That is username is to be inputted. That is user input, first name, last name, email, and password. These are the data which we are going to provide. So is system staff active? This is the admin control that can be done through your admin page. Date joined when the data is user is created, that comes with a system date. So at present we have least bothered about the remaining parts. We have bothered about password, username, first name, last name, and email. So these are the inputs what you are going to take from a form. Okay, so either you can work with the same application or you can create a new application. If you want to create a new application, you have to first create application. If no, you can work with the same application. Here I'm going to create a new application. If you create a new app, you can use it for different modules also, so it's better to work with a new app. Okay, so command to create a new app is python manage.py start app. So what is the app name? Here I am given the name as account because I am working with the login details, so I have given it as accounts, right? So this is what the part what we have done. Here we have created a new app with name accounts. Once this is done, now we have created an app. Now we have to make coding in that. That is, this we have worked in the previous also. Whenever we create an app, a urls.py is to be created. So urls.py should be created where? It should be created in the new app, that is accounts app. So what does from django.urls import path from imports view url pattern. So now I am going to create make a registration page, and the name is register, and the function is register, right? So everywhere I have given the name as register, views.register, name is equal to register. As we have learnt about this in the previous process also, how to give the urls. So once this is done, what I need to do, I have to map the url, where the first one was working with the app URL, second one was working with the main URL, that is the project URL. So here I am given accounts slash includes accounts.url. Here I am taking an accounts folder, right? So I am giving it as accounts include accounts.url. So it can be accounts or account, depends what name you have given. So once this is done, now we have to define a function in views.py of account. So what should be the function? Here I am requesting that render request register.html. Here at present I am not working with anything. I am working with register.html. Register.html is a file created in template folder. As I required a register page. Register page में क्या चाहिए मेरे को? Username, password, then first name, last name. This all details are required. So at present I will work with register.html. Once this is done, what I need to do, I have to create a coding part in this. So now once you are done with the registration part, what I need to do, I should give a hyperlink. So whenever you work with a register page, I need a hyperlink. For that you can create a hyperlink anywhere, depends on you. So here we have the templates that at the top only we have some menus. So there I am going to give register. So account slash register class link, and this is the register. So I am telling accounts may register is there, and this is the class that are the CSS what we applied, and register is where when I once I click on this, it should go to that particular page. So this much is done. So once this is done, I need a register.html. In that, what all I require? I require first name, last name, username, email, password 1, password 2. So what is password and password 2? Whenever you work with the users, there are two types of password. One is the first password and the second one is the confirm password. So once this is done, I will go to submit. I require a submit button. So my register.html decoding is over. Where I have to do? I have to do it in templates folder. Once this part is over, what I need to do? I need to change some changes in views.py. So here I am working with render and redirect function at the first. Then I am checking for the user authentication. So I am importing that model imports user and auth. Okay, so here if request.method is equal to post, so there are two methods. One is get method and second one is post method. Okay, in get method what we are working, we are getting that render register.html. In post method what we are working, we are inserting the inputs. So here first name is equal to request.post first name, last name is equal to request.post last name, name, username, password, email, post email, all the details has been taken. Then user is equal to user object, create user, username is equal to username, password is equal to password, username is email is equal to email, first name is equal to first name, last name is equal to. So here we are using an object, that is user object. In that what I am using, I am going to use create underscore user. So what create underscore user will do, it will create the user with all the details, and once that is done, you are going to give for user.save, and return redirect is to go to the home page, or you can go to return else return render request register.html. So this was about your working part. Okay, we'll work with the practical session right now. So the very first thing is we have to go to the particular folder. So the command you know very well, that is cd user, then id, then the folder name, that is project 1, then comes yeah, then cd confirm. Yeah, I have entered with the particular project. I have entered the particular project. So what is the next part? I should create a app. So how to create an app? As you know the command, that is manage.py create this start app. It can be any. Here I have given the name as accounts. So already I have created accounts. So I can't create it once again. So what is the command? Manage.py start app create accounts. So you'll get accounts folder over here. And thus I should go to urls.py. In urls.py, what I need to do, I need to call a register page. In that views.register name is equal to registers. So URLs are not present. You have to go to right click this and you're going to create a new Python file, and then you can say urls.py. Once this is done, here in accounts.py, url.py, you have created the function, you have called for the function. Once this is done, what I need to do, I should go to the main URL. Here I should give the path. So what is the path? You are working with accounts include accounts.url. So this much is over. Once this is over, what is the next part you are going to do? You are going to work with the views.py. So where is my views.py? So views.py of what? Views.py of accounts. So here at present we'll skip this. What we have done, we have said that if register.request return render request register.html. So this part I will explain it later on. So request register.html. So what request register.html will do? If the request that is when I click on register, it should come to register.html. So for that I require a register.html page. So for that I should go to templates. Here I should create register.html. So what is there in register.html? So here we have a form. In that we have taken CSRF token as we are working with post with this. Then we have first name, last name, username, password. So the stuffs, what all stuffs we require for that. Once this is done, what I need to do, I need to create a hyperlink. So where is my hyperlink? I can go to index.html. So here I have created a hyperlink, that is accounts / register name register, right? Once this is done, what is the next part I am going to do? Hyperlink is over. So I can change register.html page. That register.html page is done. Then I can go to views.py. So where is my views.py? Somewhere here in accounts folder. In views.py, I have taken all the options. So you have to import all the settings, that is import user plus redirect authentication and everything. So once this is done, at present we have not worked with auth, only we have worked with users. So this is not showing as highlighted, right? Once this all is over, what we need to do, we should run the project. So what is the command to run the project? I have manage.py run server. We are done. So just I'll click on this. Here you no need to go for the admin page. You can directly work with this page. So here I have given this as the register. Just click on this register. It will go to accounts.register. Now first name is demo last name is 1, username is demo1, email is d@c.com, whatever inputs you want, 1 2 3 4 5 and 1 2 3 4 5. Let's click on submit. Your user has been created. You can check it with your admin panel. Just go to this and say it as admin. So I don't remember the username. Yeah, already it's logged in. So in users you can check, you have got demo1. So instead of going to this admin page, we can sell it as self registration. So this was about a practical session how to work with the admin panel. So here you can create users, whatever you can check. It's very easy.